Hello again, or for the first time, in which case welcome. Either way, today I'll be showing you how to make cinnamon rolls that are also vegan. These are the ingredients for the dough, which include 200 milliliters of plant-based milk, 55 milliliters of vegetable oil, 450 grams of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 70 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of applesauce, and 1 package of dry yeast. Mix the plant-based milk and the vegetable oil and heat it up to lukewarm temperature. This will help the yeast rise. Be careful that it doesn't get too hot though, so the yeast does not die. Mix together your flour, salt and sugar. Then add in the milk-oil mixture, applesauce and dry yeast. Stir and then knead the dough until you get a homogeneous ball. Cover it and let it rise in peace for around 45 minutes to an hour. In the meanwhile, you can prepare the filling. Now, the filling is incredibly simple. All you need is 55 milliliters of oil, 100 grams of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Mix together the cinnamon and sugar, then pour in the oil. If you let it rest, the sugar will clump together and you'll have a layer of oil on the top. So just stir it again before you put it onto the dough. Flour your workspace and roll out the dough after it's finished resting. Try to make the dough as equally thick in all places as possible to make the cinnamon rolls all around the same size. Then take your filling and spread it out evenly onto the dough. Once you have distributed all of the cinnamon sugar, roll up the dough. Then cut off 2 to 3 centimeter thick rolls. Put them on a tray and cover them to let them rise for another half hour. After about 15 minutes of waiting, you can already preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Then let them bake for around 20 minutes. While you're letting them rise or bake, you can prepare the frosting. Now this is completely optional, as in my opinion they taste great without it, but if you want some extra sweetness or want it to look fancy because you're trying to impress someone or need it for your YouTube thumbnail, you'll need 50 grams of powdered sugar, half a tablespoon of vegetable oil, a packet of vanilla sugar, and 1.5 tablespoons of plant-based milk. Mix together the sugars and then add the liquids. Stir it nicely and once the cinnamon rolls come out of the oven, you can drizzle it over them and eat them while they're still warm. Just be careful not to burn yourself on the caramelized sugar. Enjoy!